guys, Brittany again. Today, as you can see, we've done a very dramatic, colorful, dark, vampy makeup look using the new Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. I absolutely love this palette. It is so pigmented, so creamy. The shadows are so easy to blend. It's definitely a fun palette. However, I will say I do not recommend this palette if you're someone who, you know, hardly wears makeup and you just want to wear like neutrals to work or school or stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend buying this palette if you're not actually going to use it. But if you're like a makeup junkie, makeup enthusiast, and you love playing with color, definitely pick this one up. I believe it was $38. I will leave the price in the bottom bar, and you can pick this up at Sephora or at katvond.com. So yeah, if you'd like to see how I got this Pastel Goth makeup look, then please keep on watching. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Beauty Sponge and some of the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base and just prime my skin. This is just like a really nice moisturizing primer. I'm also gonna pin my hair back. So now that I look ridiculous, we're gonna start off with the eyes today. And for the eyes, we're going to be going in with the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. I'm super excited to use this since I don't normally work with color. The packaging is, of course, stunning, but this is what the inside looks like. It is so pretty. I love it. So we're going to play with this bad boy today. So I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and just blend that in with my Morphe Beauty Sponge. And as you all know, I like to bring this all the way into this inner crease right here so that later on when I'm doing my concealer, it all blends together very well. We're just gonna set that with the translucent powder. I feel like my voice sounds kind of like sickly today. So I'm just gonna go in with this little plastic dish and the RCMA No Color powder. Love this powder, hate the packaging. So yeah, I'm just gonna set that base and blend it away with a dual fiber brush. And then I think we're gonna go in with some good old Scotch tape today. I'm sure you guys have seen this trick before. Okay, that's pretty stuck. It's not perfectly even. You can always clean it up with a makeup remover wipe at the end when you pull it off. So now we've got our tape down. So first off, sorry. We're gonna go in with the shade Meow right here and my MAC 224 blending brush. And we're gonna focus this on the upper crease. And we're gonna take this all the way into the inner corner and all the way to the outer corner. And I really wanna focus some of that product on the inner corner here. Really bring that tight into the inner corner, leaving the lid open. Now, if you are a little bit messy and get some on the lid, that's perfectly fine, because we're gonna clean it up later. So we want this shade to be really blown out. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Dope right here. It's just a darker purple shade. It's looking kind of blue on camera, but it is like a dark purple. And I'm gonna go in with the MAC 221 brush and focus this tighter in the crease. Wow, the shade is so pretty. This is my favorite one. It's like a periwinkle. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty and so pigmented. So we're just gonna do windshield wiper motions deeper in the socket of the crease. Then I'm gonna go back in with the shade Meow and blend that out with my 224. These shades look a lot brighter in person than they're showing up on camera. Like a lot brighter. They're not doing, the camera is doing no justice. Now with the super precise brush, we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. defining eye brush, and we're gonna put some of this gray shade called Dagger, this dark gray. We're gonna put that deep into the crease. Just to add some depth and dimension. And we're gonna go in and blend it out with no additional product on our MAC 221. Now I'm gonna go in with some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and just put that on the back of my hand. And we're going to use MAC 242 brush to cut the crease with this concealer. So what you wanna do, in my previous cut crease tutorials, I was doing it wrong. Well, I mean, not wrong, but I've decided to change my technique a bit. Before, I was starting like higher up on the inner corner, and instead, no matter how hooded your eyes are, you want to start in the very, very inner corner of your tear duct and then go higher up. Don't start higher up, because then it looks like a little less natural. So we're gonna start in this inner corner with tiny short strokes. And then I like to just put some on my lid and then look up, and you'll see where you want it to go. Now that you've got all of your concealer on, now you just want to be sure and set that with a translucent powder. Okay, so for the lid color, what should we do? What should we do? I think we're going to go in with that pigmented ass white shade. So I'm going to take my MAC 195 brush and the shade Skull and pack this on the lid. This is a very pigmented white. This is my first Kat Von D palette, and it is really, really, really good so far. I've never used her shadows before. I've only used her contour kit, and they are really good. Now with a super precise flat definer brush, I'm going to take some more of that shade Dope and really place this along the cut crease line, just to kind of fix any mistakes and deepen it up just a tad bit. So I'm going to go in with my 221 by MAC and blend that out. And then for the wing, we're going to be using the NYC liquid liner. First, I'm going to remove the tape. I don't like to apply the tape. I don't like to apply my liner with the tape on. I like to take the tape off first. But you can totally leave the tape on and apply your liner like that. It makes it pretty easy. So now I'm going to pop on some lashes, and I think for lashes I'm going to go a little bit more natural, and I'm going to use the Kiss number 11 lashes. If you are a subscriber to my channel, or if you follow my channel, you know that these are my absolute favorite lashes. They're super, super inexpensive, and they go with almost every makeup look. So I'm just going to apply these off camera and do my brows, and then I'll be right back. So for brows, I went ahead and used my Holy Grail Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Granite. which is just a black shade. And then I also go in with the Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia. And I use the Anastasia number 7 brow brush. It's just a double-ended spoolie. I like it because the bristles are super short and it's very, very thin. It's just the best brow brush I've ever used. So I did go in with a bolder brow today because I want to do more of a dramatic look. So also wanted to mention I did apply a bit of mascara to the falsies because I wanted them to look super wispy and wispy. I'm going to use the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in the shade Porcelain. This is a stick foundation like I just said to you. And we're just going to place this all over the face. This foundation is very, very full coverage, so you don't need this much. I just like super full coverage. So we're going to blend that out with our Morphe Beauty Sponge. So I think on camera I'm looking like super white compared to my chest, but that's because of the lighting. I swear it really matches, but I've got this light like beaming on my face, and so it's casting shadows on my body, making my body look a bit more tan and my face a little too white, but we'll fix that. It'll look better at the end. Now we're gonna go in with concealer, and I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And this concealer is very full coverage, so you really do not need much at all. But I'm gonna apply a lot because that's just what I do. To set that concealer, we are gonna go in with Marc Jacobs Duo, and I'm just gonna use that yellow shade and set the under eye. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and work on the eyes again. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Dope, and I'm just gonna place this very close to my lash line. And I'm using the e.l.f. defining eye brush. The e.l.f. brushes are very good. There's several eye brushes that I absolutely love. So we're gonna bring this all the way to the inner corner. And we're gonna blend this out using my 221 by MAC and the shade Meow. And we're gonna really buff this pretty low. So now I really want to add a dramatic inner corner, so I'm gonna go in with the NYC liquid liner and just bring my inner corner further in to make my eyes appear larger and longer. So while that dries, before I finish up the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and do my face because it's starting to scare me, frankly. So I'm gonna go in with this contour shade. I normally use the Kat Von D contour kit, but I don't have it in front of me, and I wish I did. Those contour powders are amazing. Just gonna slightly contour the forehead just on the outer portions, because I've got a pretty small forehead already, and so if I were to contour up here, it would make my forehead look even smaller. And now I'm gonna take some of the Morphe powder, RCMA No Color Powder, and the Morphe Beauty Sponge, and clean up under the contour. For bronzer today, we're going to be using the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I feel like a vampire. Sorry, I don't know why. So we're gonna go in with that and bronze up the face. Now we're going to go in with our Duo stippling brush and wipe away the powder. I'm also going to go ahead and contour the nose using that Marc Jacobs powder. Now to finish off the eyes, now that the liner is dry, I'm going to go in with this black kohl liner. This is a cream gel liner by ColourPop, and it's in the shade, I don't know the color, but it's the black one. And we're just going to put this all in the waterline. And I'm also going to put this a little bit in the lash line so that I can smudge it out. Then I'm going to take my flat definer brush by MAC and some more of that Dope shade to blend out the black. Let's add some mascara to the lower lash line. For mascara, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. To highlight the brow bone, we're going to go in with that Skull shade. And then we'll blend that out with my MAC 224. For blush, we're going to be using the NARS shade Madly. This is one of my all-time favorite blushes. It goes with almost any makeup look. It's just like a peachy, bronzy shade. It pretty much looks like bronzer. First, to highlight, we're going to use the Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the Gleam Glow Kit. And I'm first off going to spray my face with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Facial Spray. Then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia A23 brush and some of the Crushed Pearl shade and apply this to the cheekbones. I used to love this palette. I used it like all the time when it first came out. So for lips today, we're going to go in with the Anastasia lip palette. It's the only black that I have. Whoa. We're going to go in with the shade Primary 2, which is just this black shade right here. And we're going to apply this all over the lips with the brush that it comes with in the palette. So this brush, this lip brush in the palette is amazing. Like, it's the best lip brush I've ever used. Oh, I love it so much. So now that we've got the black shade on, I'm going to go over that with the, hard candy shade from the Anastasia palette. We're just going to put that right in the center. We're going to do one last spray with our rose water spray. And that, guys, is the completed look. Okay, you guys, that completes this Pastel Goth makeup look. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I definitely love the way that it turned out. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys. I've been eating Airhead candies this whole video. What's wrong with me? But I have been drinking water, which is unlike me if you know me at all. Because I only drink water when I'm dehydrated. So I was feeling a little dizzy before I started filming, so hence the water.